I want to learn the trick where you keep spinning it up in the air. How do you do that? This is about as good as I'm getting. There it is, right there. Okay. So when you hold to go behind your back, oh. It's like the Olympics of pizza. Yeah, you come to the US and do a show. Madison Square Garden. We have some buddies coming over that are some pretty well-known pizza men. They own some great pizzerias, and we're gonna do a little taste test of some of the more well-known pizzerias in the country. We have Gio from Luigi's.
That's the way to judge us, plain pies, not the gimmick pies.
Mark from Lucali.
Yep, that's 7 days old. I gotta go to the pizzeria.
And John from Lombardi's.
When I was young, I got an offer to work in the topless bar or work in the diamond exchange. I picked the topless bar. I was in
And of course, a visit from the queen herself, my nonna. Dale, buona pizza.
Nice, right? Bella. No, Bella. What are you gonna make us eat?
What are we in for?
All right, get ready. So we're gonna order some pizzas from the big pizza chains. Okay. Hope these guys pick up. Press 1 for an order. Hello?
How many different ones?
We got Papa John's, a Little Caesars, we got Pizza Hut and Domino's. How hungry am I? I'm pretty hungry. I have some friends coming over, they love pizza. A regular pie from each place?
Yep.
What do you think? Yeah.
Plain pies.
I think I want to do 1 regular cheese pie, original pan, hand-topped or thin and crispy. I guess hand-topped. Thank you very much for your help. See you soon.
Oh, they put the tip already? Did they give you a nice tip?
Very good.
Where are you guys from? Papa John's?
Wow, that looks like a lot more than 2 pies, though.
It smells good.
While pizza may just be made of a few simple ingredients, water, flour, and sauce, it's big business. US sales alone are over $38 billion, and that's excluding the rest of the world. In the US, we have over 70,000 pizzerias. So this is the Brooklyn style.
That's the thin slice.
This is the thin crust.
Yeah. That's a Brooklyn style.
If you think of the pizza business as a pie, there are 2 halves, the independent pizzeria owners and the chains. But it's not an even split. There are independent pizzeria owners like me, Gio, Mark, and John. And then there are the big chains like Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, and Little Caesars. Those are known as the Big 4. È dulce, no? Un poco dulce.
It's very sweet, the sauce.
The tomatoes are better, but the sauce is better on this one.
What is that on top, though?
It looks like a pancake. You got some syrup? Don't do it. Take a tiny bite. I dare you. Give him a napkin.
Okay. While our review of the pizza wasn't glowing, these chains are definitely doing something right. They control 61% of the market, and that number is steadily increasing.
Oh, really? I don't know how people could eat this stuff.
Yeah. Do you guys care that these pizzerias are even out there making the money that they are? Do you think that there's an opportunity for people like us to jump into that space? Or do you think that it's just kind of let them be and we do our thing and it doesn't even matter?
Do what thing?
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about this earlier today. I don't know why it came to me. Like, I'm not about making money. I just love making pizza.
That's it.
Good pizza.
Good, yeah, good pizza. You know,
And you can't make it good that way.
No, mass produce it, no.
Up until recently, it seems like there's been a clear definition between independent operators and chains when it comes to food quality. But that's starting to shift. With the rise of fast casual concepts and more discerning customers, a lot of restaurants are trying to figure out how to get really good food fast and at a low price. With new technology and business approaches, it seems like the future of big pizza companies could look very different in the upcoming years. We're out here in Silicon Valley, and we're about to go see some pizza robots. This is the home of places like Apple, Google, Netflix, some of the biggest companies in the world. And next, who knows? It could be Zoom's pizza robots. A good friend I used to work with, Angelo Womack, just moved to the area recently and opened his own place. He told me about a startup in Silicon Valley using robots to make pizza.
These people have the biggest idea when it comes to pizza and like tech. They want to make like the Uber of pizza. We're going from Los Gatos, California to Mountain View, California. And the deeper you go up north, the more and more startups, big tech corporations, the more of that shit you see.
Everything is like looked at through a technology lens here.
That's it.
Like you're taking those ideas and applying them to pizza, which is arguably the most popular food in the world. And it's not like you guys are going against Dom DeMarco. You're going against the bigger pizza companies.
When you have the resources to make something like a takeover of the entire idea of how pizza is, in a sense, made and delivered. That's like next level shit. That's thinking outside the box. They're thinking of every aspect to make this shit fast, delicious, obviously clean, and super, super efficient, man. So here we are. Here's Zoom.
Zoom is a startup trying to revolutionize pizza delivery as we know it. How do they plan to do this? 2 ways. Robots and delivery trucks outfitted with ovens that finish cooking the pizza as it makes its way to your door. There's still some humans working on the pizza line, but the goal is to make it fully automated as soon as possible.
So one interesting thing about Zoom that's different than a typical pizza company is we have just as many engineers as we have cooks. So this entire side of the office is our engineering team. We have app specialists, we have back-end specialists, hardware specialists. We also are doing all the programming of the mobile ovens because we cook our pizzas while they're being delivered. So all that has to be coded and written, and that's all done here in-house by our engineering team. This is our customer support room. In this area, we have like key 3 demographics. We have this guy we call Lang. He's a young tech guy, makes a good salary. When we did the market research, 48% of the market that we're in right now is controlled by Lang.
So that's a huge number.
Exactly. That's why we printed out his picture, because we're very focused on Lang. We're always thinking about what does Lang need? What does he want? How can we reach him? How can we serve him better?
Wow. I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, welcome to Silicon Valley. This is how we roll.
I see. What's the name of this room again?
This is the Zen room.
Zen room.
This is
I
the
wish
room
I had one of these.
where you come to just collect yourself when you realize that you started a robot-enabled pizza company that's incredibly complex and you need to just get your thoughts together.
What is Zoom exactly?
So Zoom Pizza is an on-demand food company. We try to optimize the way food is cooked. So we thought, well, what do we need to do to make pizza as delicious when it's delivered to you as it is when you eat it at a restaurant?
Let's say, I just hear about Zoom. I live out here in Silicon Valley, and I want to order a pizza.
So you download the app.
Okay.
Or you go onto the website and order. Choose the pizza that you want, add it to your cart, and check out. That order immediately gets displayed in the kitchen. Welcome to our kitchen. This is where the magic happens.
So I see a laser. Does that have to do with centering?
This is optical targeting. So the laser detects whether or not there's a pizza in its presence, and if it senses that it's in its presence, it tells the robot to activate. We've named all of the robots because that helps us to kind of like associate with them.
Who's that, Giuseppe?
So this is Giorgio, and then Pepe, Marta, and then Bruno. So,
all right, this is what I'm excited about right here.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have favorites, but Bruno is definitely my favorite robot.
Well, Bruno has an important job. It's not easy to fire a pizza into an oven.
No, it's not. This is a really difficult process. So if he puts the pizza in too far and he comes out, he'll flip the pizza into a calzone. But see how delicately he just perfectly lays it on there?
The fact that you guys were able to teach a robot how to do that, it's pretty fascinating.
It's pretty cool. So now we can see the pizzas are going through this oven. This oven is actually just designed to give a par bake to the pizza, and then the pizzas will go into a mobile oven out for delivery. Right now, because we're just small and local, we are fully cooking the pizzas in this oven and delivering them, but in about 3 weeks, we're gonna be doing the cooking on the truck, and you're gonna actually be the first person to see that with us. So my partner Alex got the concept for cooking en route 3.5 years ago. He was sitting on an airplane on the tarmac. The guy next to him owned like the largest chain of Pizza Hut franchises on the West Coast. So he's talking to the guy, you know, how you do when you're a business person, you know, you kind of, everything's actually designed to figure out what are your margins. So he figured out that, you know, an individual pizza franchise isn't incredibly compelling, but if you have a large number of them, you can do okay. He was thinking, okay, well, what if I had a lot of these? How could I actually make this a better business?
And then I thought, hey, what if you just cook the pizza while it's being delivered? Because, you know, you'd save a bunch of time then, and so you could take that 45 minutes down to make maybe 30 minutes.
So he filed the first patent for cooking en route, and we got it on March 28th. Our Zoom pizza truck just got wrapped. So this is the first time any of us have seen it. It just pulled up. This has like been a dream and a concept and something we've been working on. You and I are gonna go out and cook a pizza and deliver it to somebody.
Let's do it.
Before you go, you have to have the right outfit though. Ooh, looking pretty swaggy.
What do you think?
I think you look good. I think you're ready to go.
I don't look as good as him, man.
Nobody's as good as Jeffrey. All right, here we go. Here it is.
Wow. I wasn't picturing it to be that big.
It's a little bigger than you imagined, right?
Yeah. How many ovens are on there?
This can fit 56 ovens.
To figure out how to cook pizza on delivery is extremely difficult, and there's a whole team of programmers figuring out how it works. Josh Goldberg, the chief technology officer at Zoom, is working out all the kinks so they can get their truck on the road ASAP. Josh loves pizza.
You know, I eat pizza every day that I'm here, and I've lost 20 pounds since I started. I don't feel sick afterwards. I feel great. It lets me work through the afternoon instead of feeling like I'm falling asleep after lunch. You know, the pizza's gonna cook. When it's done, the light will flash, let you know that it's time to take the pizza out. So press the button, and it'll drop open the door. Press the button again, and it'll eject the pizza.
Inside, what you have is elements on the top, huh?
We have elements on the top and the bottom.
And the bottom.
Yep.
So it's getting heat from both directions.
Yep. And we can run those independently, so we can get the crust just right, and then turn that one off and continue to bake the top.
There we go.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, we're getting there for sure. You know, you got some nice bubbles. The bottom is definitely has some char on there. You know, as it rests, it'll continue to cook a little bit. But hey, for the first time, not bad. Cool.
All right, we've got an order.
All right, looks like we got our first order in. Later. For you, what's the goal for Zoom Pizza?
The first goal is to get really good at delivering amazing pizza in our neighborhood.
Right.
Absolutely nailing that experience for people. But I really think that's the beginning. You know, as we're building out this business, we're building out a national network of food delivery vehicles. So we're starting with pizza, but really what I think we're doing is we're creating the world's largest distributed kitchen. And what that's going to make it possible is for people to be sitting in a park somewhere and for a price they can afford, order an amazing meal and have it show up just a few minutes later. And that's going to be a total game changer in the way that we think about eating, you know?
So each of these steps right now is being done by our kitchen team, but the next step is that these will be automated, and then our kitchen team will go and help us open the next facility, and the next, and the next, and the next.
I couldn't really figure out how you guys were gonna get robots to be able to understand pizza, right? Even though it's a simple food,
Right.
there's a lot of nuance
Hot
to it.
spots in the oven,
Hot
knowing
spots.
when you need to rotate
Totally,
a pie, all that
totally.
kind of stuff. And that's why we'll always have humans working with pizza. You have to have that human connection to food. Robots can do a lot, but they can't do everything.
Yeah, you don't see this just fully being a robot company. You need to have people.
Especially a chef. You have to have somebody with that palate, with that passion.
Aaron is the head pizza chef at Zoom. He used to work for me at my pizzeria. Unlike other delivery pizza, they're using really high quality ingredients and proofing their dough for 18 to 24 hours. All right, so we're about to order a pizza, and then I'm gonna attempt to make the pizza on my own, and we're gonna choose sonrisa. Wow, that was quick.
So this is our dough pro press.
Okay.
Throw a little grapeseed oil on there.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, throw it in.
Center
And then you
it.
want to use both hands, and then it'll just count back. You've got a partially round dough.
Beautiful.
And we just flap it in the flour.
So now that the dough is spread,
Yep.
it goes right onto the
Go
conveyor
right
belt.
on there. We just try to get it nice and center. And then you always have a little time. There you go. Looking good. Yep. That's perfect, man. Sonrisa is light sauce. And the system knows. So there we go. We got our half
Bam.
sauce.
Bam.
Yep.
Between the half sauce and the full sauce,
This machine moves differently.
It actually has a different profile for how it spreads.
So for the full sauce, it'll just go circular.
It just goes circular.
And the half
and
sauce.
then the half sauce, it does a star to push it out. It's almost perfect. We're still tweaking it a little bit, but you can see, so I always leave a ladle right here. You just want to take that, and we're just going to bring it back out. So then what you want to do...
mozzarella next.
Yep. So we have this here for emergency stops. We try not to stop the line. We try to keep it moving.
Right.
I have faith that you can put cheese and then 3 more toppings before.
Cremini
So we got cremini mushrooms, and then I do, yep.
Frank, faster, man. Come on, dude. This is why the robots are taking over, man.
Garlic?
It's because of shit like this. Go faster.
I'm not shutting this thing down. What else? What else?
There you go, you're done.
That's it?
Except for you put peppadews instead of Calabrians, but I won't fire you,
Oh, man. Look at that.
Amazing.
Swag.
Cool. So now we got about 2 minutes for it to go through.
So we're gonna give it a couple little turns here, right?
Yeah, you always want to check. Sometimes it cooks it perfectly.
Yeah, this crust looks great. I like this pizza.
Drop it on there. Box it. Take it out. And then this is gonna get cilantro, sesame seeds, and honey on the finish.
Oh, wow, this pizza came out nice, man. The flavors are not something that I'm used to. It almost looks to me like an Asian-style pizza, you know?
Yeah.
The honey back there is just like a little sweetener to balance some of the heat that's in there from the peppers.
So if you think just about the pizza space, pizza's a $39 billion a year industry domestically. That's a huge number. And 40% of that industry is controlled by the top 4. And there are 4 very well buttoned up businesses, but they're all competing on 3 factors: speed, quality, and price. Zoom Pizza has an advantage in each of those categories. And the price, when you strip out all the specials, the national price average is $10, and we can definitely beat that once we're at scale. So we feel that we have the opportunity to completely change the space and give people actually like real food made from real ingredients really fast.
As a pizzaiolo that is literally hands-on with my pizza, I wasn't sure what to expect when I heard of pizza making robots. To be honest, it made me a little nervous because pizza is so much about human interaction. I don't think the future of the industry is robots, but I do think there are aspects of it, like pizza delivery, that could benefit from this technology. If using a pizza robot could cut back on operational costs so you could spend more money on better ingredients or bringing down the price of the finished product, it kind of seems like a win-win for the operator and the customer. I've had my pizzeria in Brooklyn for the last 7 years. When I got a call from Mr. Pizza, one of the largest pizza chains in Korea, inviting me to Seoul to collaborate with them on a limited-run New York-style pie, it was pretty surreal. While pizza may not be the first food that pops into your mind when you think of Korean cuisine, there is a very distinctive style here that incorporates some of the qualities of traditional pizza, but takes on a whole new form influenced by local taste and ingredients.
네, 저희 미스터 피자 같은 경우에는 이제 토핑 자체도 이제 조금 다양하게 미국에서 많이 사용하지 않는 이제 옥수수 콘이나 이제 그런 종류가 이제 토핑에 이제 같이 이제 들어가고 있는데 그런 것도 그렇지만 이제 크러스트 부분이 이제 좀 다양하게 좀 시도가 되는 게 지금 고구마 무스라든지 이제 체다 치즈 같이 올라가 또 이제 크림치즈 무스 또 에그타르트 무스 이렇게 좀 다양하게 메인 식사와 이제 디저트를 같이 한꺼번에 먹을 수 있는 그런 이제 컨셉을 갖고도 있고요.
Asia might only account for a little over 8% of the global pizza market, but it has the largest international growth rate when it comes to pizza sales. The main reason I'm here is because of Chef Kim. We both went to Culinary Institute of America together, and now he works with Mr. Pizza, helping them develop new flavors and styles.
Oh, I can't believe that I'm in Seoul right now, and that to have the opportunity to come out here and work with Mr. Pizza.
Maybe you're gonna learn something out of here. You're gonna tweak it up a little bit.
It's crazy because like, you know, we've been to New Haven and Chicago and New York and all these different cities, and each city has its own style, but Seoul has its own style.
Of course.
It's not copying anybody. It's like...
In person, I love New York style, thin crusted, all kind of stuff, but here, they're not used to. People always want like a deep Chicago style.
What do you think? What's your favorite?
I like the edge around, the sweet potato. I think only in Korea you can taste that kind of stuff. 네, 감사합니다.
Thank you.
Here you go, it's a shrimp bowl. Try it.
It reminds me very much of like pizza chains on the West Coast.
A little sweeter than classic pizza.
Definitely a little sweeter. It's really tasty, you know?
This is the special.
The
this
fajita.
one.
Is that like a tempura around the crust?
No, it's hash brown.
It is cool to think about, like, in New York, there are some rules that I have to play by at my place. But here in Korea, it seems like you're free to do hash browns and your pizza, you know?
A lot of people want to try something new. So R&D team is trying to do something different from regular pizza.
This is Mr. Pizza Research and Development. And I got to meet some of the staff here working on some of the new products. There it is. The collaboration pizza that we made for Mr. Pizza is very much a New York style pizza. An acidic sauce, it's salty, mozzarella cheese on top, bell peppers, and sausage. Yeah, this is the first time that I'm seeing it made on their side. What do you think? Do you like the pizza? Yeah? You're not just saying that, right? What is that, the arugula pesto? I wasn't a huge fan of the arugula pesto because in my opinion, it's not something that I would do. I wouldn't use it on my pizza. You don't go into a slice shop and get like an arugula pesto. What about basil?
Basil is extremely expensive and also it's very hard to get the local stores.
My notes on it is that this doesn't taste like a New York pizza right now. The peppers and the meat is what really needs to come through. If we could layer the sausage more on top, I think that would be better. So start to caramelize on top a little bit and all that fat will kind of come into the sauce and it'll even make the crust a little more crunchy. I think the ranch works better even though it's not classic. To me, it's still something that people would eat in New York, you know? Let's give it a try that way.
Okay.
I like to see all that caramelization, and it looks more like a New York pizza,
Makes
right?
sense, yeah. Well, like more crunchier.
If you guys want to give it a try, it's a lot better. Here in Korea, there's like a certain palate that they go for, and we're trying to bring some of those New York flavors over here, but I think we have to do it sort of incrementally. Yeah, we're just compromising. We're doing what cooks do, you know? We're figuring out the best of what I like and what works for them, and hopefully we can meet like somewhere in the middle. I like pizza that is like rustic looking, you know? It wasn't exactly calculated. To me, that's like the essence of pizza. The mozzarella, it's actually pretty good. It melts really nicely. I think it's good. I'm happy with it. I really like the heat on it. I like the crunchiness of the peppers and that the pepperoni reminds me of home.
Did you get that? He's happy. He's happy with what we have.
Everybody say mozzarella cheese. Seoul, Korea. Making pizza with Mr. Pizza. Who the hell would have thought? The global obsession with pizza has evolved into something way bigger than eating pizza. They're like setting up for like a performance maybe? When you find a competitive pizza dance team in Korea, you know you've reached that point. This is the dream team? Very cool.
드림팀은 이 스타피자 반죽으로 묘기를 부리는 이 국내 유일의 이 피자 퍼포먼스 팀입니다. 정확히는 이제 친구들이 보통 저희 매장에서 원래 피자를 만들던 친구들이거든요. 근데 이제 피자를 만들면서 이런 저희 피자는 만들 때 항상 스타피자, 그러니까 수타 과정 거쳐서 공중회전으로 이 반죽을 늘리거든요. 그렇게 저희 매장에서 피자를 만들면서 이 공중회전 동작들에서 조금씩 응용을 하기 시작을 한 거예요. 이제 그러면서 이 응용하는 동작들의 재미를 붙이면서 점점 이제 발전을 해서 지금 같은 이런 묘기들을 부릴 수 있게 그렇게 됩니다. 저희 1년에 한 번씩 미국 라스베가스에서 이 전 세계 피자 요리사들이 모여서 이 대회를 벌이는 그런 월드 피자 게임이라는 대회가 있는데요. 제가 2014년에 그 대회에 참가해서 1등을 했었던 적이 있어요.
1, 2, 3. Dream team. Michael Jordan right here.